Let's talk anime. Hello and welcome to Brandon's Discuss Anime, a Reckless Amoeba podcast. I am your host, Brandon Horvath, and with me are my co-hosts, Brandon Falinger.
Delicious breakfast tea.
Ooh. Any particular kind?
I usually get the Twinnings brand. Or is it Twinings? I'm not quite sure what the pronunciation is. Usually I get that. But I'm open to other stuff.
Oh, so it's actually called breakfast tea.
Yep. English breakfast tea.
Hmm.
I do also have like Irish breakfast tea that I've tried that I also enjoy.
Is there a big difference between those two?
There is definitely
Alcohol.
a flavor difference. There is a lot of vodka in the other one because of all the potatoes. No, I'm kidding. Yes, there's definitely a flavor difference, though it's been a long time since I've done them side by side, just because the Irish stuff is a little bit harder to find. I do have like a box filled with a bunch of bags that I bought at one place, so at some point I need to use those.
And also with us, Ryan Stokely.
Yep, that's me. It's your boy.
Back from Mouseland,
Yeah, from Mouseland. Smash that like buttons, hit subscribe, dude.
Yeah!
Give us a like, a follow, and a subscribe, dogs.
Yeah, it's your boy.
You're gonna be one of those cool kids that does all the cool things that you gotta watch every single day, dogs.
What?
Follow us for more updates on your favorite anime.
Favorite anime in the YouTube
tips,
and the
tricks.
life hack, man.
Yeah. 7 easy animes to watch while you're going into the bathroom. Like and subscribe.
We were actually going to do a video on like the best hats of JoJo.
I would just say best anime hat
top
in general,
top
but
five
okay.
animes to watch while you're fucking doing chores or something.
So like the best anime hats, and we were going to make it so ridiculously over the top.
Yo man, it's Jimmy Joe Star. I got myself a real cool hat.
We may still do that. So, do you guys like Chris Pratt?
I do. He will do a very good job.
I think that's ridiculous casting.
Yeah, I thought it was live action because I first saw Charlie Day as Luigi.
Oh god,
and I just started cracking up. And I thought they would have picked like Danny DeVito as Mario, but
are we gonna reinstate the tiny-headed Goombas?
I don't know. I guess it's is it animated?
CGI, from what I understand.
CGI?
I don't understand why they wouldn't just use Mario's actual voice actor.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess because despite him like doing the voice for 25 years or however long it was,
He's literally been the voice for all of the main cast.
Yeah, like I guess nobody knows who he is, and they want.
Yeah, but you'd think Nintendo, considering how fucking
true
anal they are about giving out that license, would be like, yeah, okay, use this guy.
Yeah,
he knows what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Bowser is Jack Black.
Yeah, I literally saw that. You know what? Hold on, actually.
And Seth
I'll show you how I found out about that.
And Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I don't know why they have Donkey Kong in it. And I saw Keegan-Michael Keel's Toad.
Yeah, it's me, Toad!
Keegan-Michael
They're
Keel.
never gonna give him the actual voice.
Yeah, he's gonna have like a smooth.
They're gonna make it it'd be way too obnoxious.
Yeah,
at least from the people doing it, they don't want to. They'll never give him that voice.
This is how
I found out about it.
Oh.
That whole album's really good.
Oh god. So yes, I literally just sent them the recently dropped Kaiser Neko like mini thing of Bowser singing to Louis, saying that it was Jack Black, like from that album, like you said. That's literally how I found out that the cast hadn't been made.
Oh my god. I'm all for it. I'll see it. And then people are like, it better be better than the last one, even though people really didn't like the fucking.
Yeah, it means the bar isn't that high.
Yeah.
Like at this point, you have to meet the Sonic movie.
Yeah,
Sonic still is not a high bar.
Yeah. The only problem I have with that is they didn't make Jim Carrey fat.
It's just like it's a passable movie, but there's some shit there that, as far as the game's considered, doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, and I feel like it so far. It's not the best, but like I guess the best adaptation of a loosely, I don't know.
Yeah. That's something. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's something we need to do for whenever we get dumpster drive-ins going. We need to watch the Assassin's Creed movie.
Oh, I forgot that was even a thing. I do want to watch Hubie Halloween because you guys haven't watched it yet, have you?
No.
I had to.
Yeah.
I've even heard of this one.
Yeah, it was Adam Sandler's movie from last year.
Oh god, that's why I haven't heard of this one.
And I hated it, but now that I know that he made it dog shit on purpose, then I'm gonna rewatch it.
It's like changed your like view of it is what I'm hearing.
Yes. I guess because of Uncut Gems he didn't get nominated or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or critics said he didn't do well with that role, so and them saying how bad his movies were as of late, so he just did that. Fight them.
So he's like, screw you guys, I'm gonna make a shit movie on purpose.
Yeah. And boy, does he deliver. And there's like two funny parts in the movie that I actually laughed out loud. But
he's not made good movies in a while, but to hear that he's doing it on purpose now.
Yeah. Because I mean, there was that. The one before that was actually pretty good. It was the murder mystery. Him and Jennifer Aniston.
Don't you want to watch Pixels?
Dude, I forgot about that movie and I have it on Blu-ray.
So anything else going on with you guys?
Nothing in particular. It's kind of been a chill week. Busy at work, but otherwise chill here.
Okay. Ryan, you had fun in Mouseland?
Yeah, I went to Mouseland. I guess technically Mouse World. Mouseland would be West Coast. I just realized that.
How were the COVID setups there?
It was masks indoors and outdoors if you wanted to. Wasn't like super packed either.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went to Blizzard Beach the last day, so it was like a water park.
Yeah.
So if I was gonna get sick, I definitely would have gotten sick there.
I mean, you won't know until about like a week or two in, though, for sure.
But it was everything was pretty good. Yeah.
Did you name your droid yet?
I have not.
It's called Tech Deck. I've christened it. It's called Tech Deck. It has a skateboard.
What about R2 Cool?
I was just thinking like R2 69 420 or something.
Oh, you forgot the Blaze It part of that line.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'll wait until I see the weed stickers on him.
Yeah, I'll probably have to order some of those. Maybe put like a fire sticker on him. It's pretty neat.
Craziness all around.
And I started the 1,000-piece Pinocchio puzzle.
Oh boy.
I got maybe like 3 pieces connected and had to set that aside.
That's as far as I got. I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah. I need more space to do that.
Are you ever going to take it apart, or is this one you're gonna like glue together and then
I'm gonna glue it together. Yeah, it's too nice. Like the artwork's too nice on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
does it look like it's from the movie, or is it like a different artist interpretation of it?
It's like a different art interpretation.
Okay.
Like, it's more like a gritty style, but it's like, I don't know. Figaro looks weird in it. I don't know. It reminds me of like animatronic type thing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know Disney tends to get a little bit possessive about like how they display their characters.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if they'd be willing to go full on with like, hey, here's a thing that you can do and make it look interesting, or if they're gonna like, nah, it's just gonna be like a screenshot from the movie.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
at least directly in line with the movie's art.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the movie, like it's from the movie, but it's just the shading and stuff's a little different.
Okay.
And they had this one shop where like you can just buy artists, like there's just artists in there drawing, and you can just buy their sketches. And I was really tempted to get a Jessica Rabbit, who's like,
I'm disappointed you didn't get a Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kind of surprised. I'm thinking about, does Disney actually own them?
Rabbit? Roger Rabbit. Yeah.
I do not remember if they owned them or not.
Yeah, I didn't know that till I went. Like I was looking through the pictures, and I'm like, whoa, because I saw Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit,
and then I thought it was a different animation company.
I think
I don't know.
Was maybe Disney retroactively bought them.
It could be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if like the artists like worked for Disney after that or something, or I don't know.
And one last thing before we get into the main topic, you saying animatronic Pinocchio, that just made me think, wasn't there a movie about like a robot wanting to become a real boy, and it was based on Pinocchio? Pinocchio 3000.
What?
Hold on. And here I thought you were talking about that last movie by what's his name? That who was it?
The kid from Tool Time from what the hell is his name?
What the hell is this movie?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. 3,000 Pinocchio 3,000.
This looks bad. We may have to watch this on Jumpsuit Drive-In. Why is there a penguin? We're going to.
What the fuck?
That's what it was. AI, artificial intelligence. I thought that's the one you were referencing at first.
Oh.
I think that was like what, a Scorsese film, and then he died, and then Spielberg took over.
We're going to have to watch this one on Jumpsuit Drive-In. This one looks bad.
So when do we watch Sherlock Holmes 3000?
What is that?
Sherlock Holmes in the 3000th century.
I vaguely remember that!
Used to be like a Saturday morning cartoon. I lie. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
I vaguely remember that. Oh my god!
Yeah, it used to be a Saturday morning cartoon. I forget exactly what happened that he ended up in that time period. I'm assuming cryogenic stasis. And then a robot like studied the novels or the diaries and became Watson.
When the hell did this come out? Let's see.
99.
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah, on Fox. I kind of. Yeah.
That's our next one.
The next anime.
That'll be the next anime we do.
No.
They have episodes on YouTube.
Huh.
Don't naysay, dude.
I know, man. He just hates fun.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think it's on Tubi. It might be on Tubi.
I enjoyed this week's anime. Ryan, you
Yes.
may have seen this since this is a popular 90s anime from Toonami.
Early 2000s, not 90s.
Sorry,
Okay.
my apologies.
Yeah, it dropped in 03, and I think, at least for us, on Toonami, it came out in the late 2000s.
I think it was 2006, Wikipedia said.
It might have aired then until like 7 or 8, because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And this is going to be take 10, where we watch the first 10 episodes since, ooh boy, this series is 150 episodes long.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Spoiler alert. The ending is rushed.
Oh.
Was the manga done?
I don't know if it overtook the manga and just did its own ending, or if the manga wasn't quite done at that, or if the manga had finished. I didn't look that deeply into it. What I do know is that they cut off what would probably have been the last arc. Because I did jump to episode 150 in this just to see where the anime leaves off. And even in like the fan sub that I was watching, they're like, hey, look, things deviated in here a bit and then just kind of got wider and wider. While they did stick to the main part of the story, there's a lot of details that just kind of got dropped.
Ooh. Okay, Ryan. Zatch Bell.
Oh. It's about the kid who has the, there's like magic books and shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
I used to watch this.
Did you know in Japan his name is Gash?
What is it?
Gash.
Gash.
Nice.
I prefer Zatch, but
yeah, I honestly, yeah.
There's a lot more sexual overtones too. So
Yeah, is there someone just named like Beehole or something?
no, but your first appearance of Kyo meeting Gash is a close-up of Gash's crotch.
Of his gash. His back gash. Alright,
no, it's his dick. Let's just be real about it. It's the dick.
did you guys know they had a trading card game?
Oh yeah, while I wasn't
used
interested in the trading card game, I always wanted the little bookbinder that they had for it.
Zach and I, and like a couple of us, had the thing. I honestly don't remember anything from the show, but I do remember getting a couple of those things because Zach and my other buddy had them.
So I will also say this. I also jumped to episode 11 just to see what the next episode would be. Because my thought was like as I was watching, I was like, shit, we didn't think about what happens if episode 10 is a two-parter.
It wasn't.
It wasn't, but it was my thought once I hit like episode 4 or something in this. And I'm just like, we hadn't considered that. I don't think there's a two-parter, but we'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I did jump to episode 11 just to see. That's when we get Fulgore and Kanchome.
Yes.
Which kind of disappoints me because of how stupid it is.
And, Tia doesn't show up until I saw episode 13.
Oh, wow, it is that. Okay, yeah. I thought for sure she was in the first 10, but yeah.
No.
Or Tio is her actual Japanese name for some reason.
And Fulgore, Ponygon, and Tio were like the main 3 side characters I remembered the most.
Though Ponygon didn't do much until way later in the series.
So do they
have a book owner? Do
they introduce the others at least within the first 10 episodes, or are they like
they do
take their time? Okay.
They take their time. A lot of it is just kind of upbuilding Zatch and Kyo's relationship.
Okay.
And establishing Zatch's actual reason to fight. Because he comes into this with literally no memory outside of, this is a book, and it's important, and this is my name. And that's about all he's got.
He doesn't even know he can shoot lightning.
Nope, because literally he passes out when he blacks out when he does it.
Now,
there is a constant joke for I want to say the first 5 to 6 episodes of him just not knowing it and thinking Kyo is doing it somehow.
are there pets or anything like that?
I mean, we've seen some pets. What do you mean by pets?
Does he have a cat or something like that, or something that follows him around?
No.
Okay.
Unless you count Ponygon, but he's in and out in the first 10 episodes.
Okay.
3 times. There was a dog at one point that turned out to be another Mamodo / demon.
Okay.
I would need
Although
to...
I will say this, there's a point in this where Zatch and Kyo are in the bathroom, in the bath, and Kyo's washing his hair, and I'm I completely forgot Zatch has little horns on his head. It literally never comes up again, I don't think. It's just the main thing that says, oh, besides the fact that he shoots lightning, he's not human.
And is he well, I guess in Japan, they don't have public schools, or do they have a dress code or something?
They usually
because Zatch Bell has the classic private school kind of get up, an American. It reminds me of something like that, I guess, with the cloak and the.
No.
They don't mention it. He also looks.
Not for Zatch.
Is he a puppet or something?
No, but that at least
eyes.
at the start tends to be one of the big symbols of oh, this one's a demon.
Okay.
That tends to be one of the giveaways. Although they do pull a bait and switch in, I think, episode 9, I want to say, or 10.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah. One of the last 2 episodes like that. They pull a bait and switch where the human actually has eyes like that.
Okay.
And the demon kind of has been covering that up.
Gotcha. I'm just looking at pictures to kind of
jog your memory.
Yeah, jog my memory, and I remember he was in his outfit just reminded me of a private school or something like that, or a priest or something. Choir boy or whatever.
Yeah, a lot of it is just building that up. It's for the first 10 at least, it's the villain of the week mentality of all right, a new evil villain has shown up. We gotta deal with this, etc., etc. We go from one that literally looks like a clown that has super speed and can fire tornadoes out of its mouth.
Oh, neat.
Then there's another one that has power over plants, summons up big vines to attack people. Heck, there's one that's a dog that follows him home and then turns into a big rock monster, or a big rock dog, and either charges or hurls rocks at him from its tail.
That's pretty cool.
There is also Sherry and Brago, who I really like them as far as Sherry's background is concerned, because Brago just has gravity powers.
Okay. Wait, so Zatch Bell, he has you do lightning and stuff?
He's got electricity based stuff, yep.
Okay.
The 3 spells we see in here are a lightning bolt shot from his mouth, a shield that reflects attacks thrown at it, but adds lightning to it. So, if a rock is tossed at the shield will reflect it, and now that rock is charged with electricity. And the final one that we saw in the first 10 is
a magnetism ball.
Yep, turns the enemy into a big old magnet.
Oh.
Now, I forget Sherry and Brago, their whole story arc, but to me, they came across as more of a Vegeta type of concept. It's oh, I'll let you live this time so we could fight you when you're more powerful.
It's less that. And that becomes more and more apparent the more you understand Sherry's backstory. Brago tends to go along with it, kind of because he doesn't really have a choice. It's like, you have the book, I can't really do much without that. Yeah, Sherry's backstory is basically like, she's obviously, based on the way she's dressed, super rich, right? You could probably imagine that. She nearly drowned in a river, and a poor peasant girl essentially saved her. And more or less gave her a reason to live, if you want to look at it that way. Meanwhile, she reciprocated that to her, like helping her fund herself and get herself into a college. Only to then, upon getting dragged into the fight here, the fight for the Demon King, completely have like her emotions and shit twisted. So Sherry's whole thing with Kyo there was like, you saw with the flashbacks, he kept reminding her of her friend that saved her life. So I would definitely say that is the reason that she let him go.
Like the power of friendship.
More like, you just remind me of this person and I can't bring myself really to do this to you.
Yet.
Yes, yet. Like, if she can help it, she'd probably hope another one takes him out so she doesn't have to.
And let me guess, there's some of the final opponents.
Yep.
You meet the big bad at all in the first 10 episodes? Or
No.
is there a big bad?
It depends on the arc. Kind of like Dragon Ball, it varies.
Okay. Oh, so there actually is like arc. Is that like every fifth? Like, well, I guess you said
There's 150 episodes, so I think it varies. One of the things that does happen that I found really interesting is one of the main villains in an arc brings back every 1,000 years. This fight happens to decide the next king of the demon world, right?
Mm-hmm.
He brings back demons that were still in the human world from 1,000 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So one of the things that happens, I guess, from what I understand in the previous battle, was that there was a demon that had, like, Medusa-esque powers, right?
Shit.
So while they're considered out of the battle because they're incapacitated, their books aren't burned and they don't return to the demon world. So them and the book owner are both frozen in stone, still stuck here, and the one main villain figures out how to, like, release them from the stone. And because of that villain's way of doing things, starts manipulating like emotions and shit.
Oh, damn.
And it essentially adds them to an army.
Oh. So what would happen if the 1,000-year battlers and the unstoner battler would be the ones left? Would they have to fight then? Or would the unstoner, for a better choice of words, be like, okay, all destroy yourselves. Let me
If you
be
recall,
the king.
they can't destroy their own book.
Oh, that's right. Or
but
let
the
me
way
just-
he has it, yeah, it would have been that. It would have been, I'll just destroy your books now. Because the way he basically had like those people manipulated, like, if I recall correctly, they're essentially just husks that follow his orders.
Okay.
Like, it's that bad with some of the users, or some of the book owners at that point.
Because I do not remember that arc at all.
It's in the middle of that arc that I think the Toonami airing cut. Like, they stopped airing it. And I forget if that's because Toonami ended, or if that's because of just, there's not enough viewers, so we're not going to keep showing it.
Yeah, because I think I saw on Wikipedia it ends at like 107-ish out of 150, so
Yeah.
we have most of it, but not all.
There is also, and this doesn't show up in the 10, we do know that there is, and I'm sure Orion probably remembers this, there is a, like, white version of Zatch. And when I say white, I mean, like, pale white hair,
like
White cloak.
white cloak, bluish white eyes.
Is that like a for lack of a better term, the Saiyan version of him?
No.
Or is
Do you
that just
want-
how they
I can
drew
tell you the
him?
backstory here. They are twins.
Oh, all right. Had no idea. Like an actual twin or like magical?
No, actual twins.
Like we made like a copy of you or whatever.
And
Okay.
I can tell you exactly now. Zatch got something that he did not, and Zatch was also expelled from from the family. Like he was tossed out on his own in the demon world.
Oh. So how exactly did he? All right. So he got cast from the demon world, and that's how he's in the regular plane.
No, he literally it's part of the war effort of like who's going to be the next king.
Okay.
The basic format is that I don't remember exactly how many get sent.
100.
Is it 100? All right, so 100 demon children get sent to the human world with their books. They have to find someone who can read their books in order to cast their spells, and then it's basically a battle royale as to who is the last one standing.
And if you're too friendly to fight, the book has ways of making you fight.
I don't know if it's the book or the person that orchestrates the fight.
Oh.
Like who set it up to begin with. Because the way it's implied is like the king is the person that sets up the fight, and it's implied that the king is the reason that like they implant a second personality that will force them to fight.
Oh.
It's why Zatch's whole thing is like, I need to become a benevolent king or a kind king in order to stop this stupidity of forcing people to fight.
Okay.
So you remembering a little bit more now, Orion?
Yeah. Honestly, I remember. I might even just be remembering like parts of the intro, but there's like a boat or something involved? Like I remember like him on a beach at some point, and there's like a boat, and I could be thinking of like later episodes.
I mean, there's a point where there's a boat.
Because he was with his buddies, so maybe a little later. But
it's probably because there isn't a big team up like that until a bit later in the series.
Okay,
from what I can recall, like there have been like a group of two teams grouping together. If it was more than that, then yeah, that's probably later on.
Okay. So it starts with him, like, getting kicked out, or not kicked out, but...
It starts with him in England, not knowing who he is, probably near starving to death when Kyo's dad finds him. And then Zatch is like, how do I repay you? And Kyo's dad is all like, I got this son who's kind of being a dickhole at home, you know. Slap him around a bit. Get him to do some shit.
Take him on an adventure.
Not even that. Just be his friend and help him get through his bullshit.
Okay.
He's a moody teenager. And then slowly Kyo's the one that obviously can read the book, and he starts discovering, falling into the whole, oh shit, there's crazy people fighting each other with these powerful, like, magic demon children.
How old is, I guess since he is a demon, but how old is he?
6 years old.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Damn, dude. These animes really don't give a shit about the kids' well-being. Like 6 years old, Pokemon was like 10 years old.
And Kyo is 14.
That's when you're free, man. That's when you're not locked down with a job and other shit.
Yeah, true. Wait, hold up. The kid he's supposed to like kind of help out is twice his age?
Double, more than that, but yes.
But it's because he's a demon that he's like...
I don't think Kyo's dad even knew that.
Or is it like Jay and Silent Bob, where the mom leaves both of them outside of a store when they're babies,
Well,
and the guy asks them what who's watching the kids, and she just says the fat one is watching.
It was also like Kiyo's dad tried to read the book, couldn't figure it out, and is like, my son's actually got a pretty damn high IQ. Maybe he could figure this out. That was part of the other reason he sent him.
Okay.
Because he's like, this might give you hints to like Zatch's past and figuring out who he is. Because the kid still has amnesia for the most part.
Okay.
Hell, if you don't recall, Brandon, when we see Kalulu or Karuru, depending on what pronunciation you want to go with, when we see Kalulu, she even says, thanks, shit, Zatch doesn't remember me. So they've met before in the demon world.
Oh, okay.
But Zatch doesn't remember it. And that is a theme that comes up a lot later, too.
Oh!
I think Tia even, knew Zatch in the demon world, I want to say.
So were they good friends?
Hard to say, because I don't think most of them even talk about it. Like Kalulu. Kalulu never said anything about them having known each other before.
Huh. And I did read on the Zatch Bell wiki that all the earlier tier Momotos have additional spells that are revealed in the card game and any video games that may have come out.
Yeah, there are some that are speculated on in the show, but that aren't actually revealed. But yeah, it would make sense. Like the early ones, you only see 2 or 3 spells, but they all have maybe a dozen total, I want to say.
Yeah, I'd be willing to play one of the Zatch Bell games now.
I'm pretty sure they're what, like a side scroll type fighting.
By the way, Brandon, did you notice? Did you notice?
Oops.
Do you see?
No.
Zatch is just a stand for Kiyo.
Oh, wow!
All the Momoto are just stands for their users.
Oh, wow! I did think of it like that.
I'm just going to keep doing this every time it pops up as a thing. It's just a stand for the book owner.
I did think of it that way, but it kind of is.
I will never not think about it that way. I will always come back to that bullshit all the time.
JoJo will never be forgotten.
It will always be there as an influence.
Oh man.
But yeah, no. There's a bunch of different ones. There's the point where Sherry gets in there and threatens Zatch and all that fun stuff with that one. There's the tricked one where the big happy giant man is being used by the Momoto in order to supposedly be someone that his dead mother would be proud of, someone that can stand on his own. Nah, we gotta take down the demon and show him, no, this is what you really need to be like. We're the good guys. Don't destroy the school, even though, you delayed it until the day that no one was going to be there.
And what were your thoughts on Suzumi?
I know she gets better later on, but God, is she annoying in this first 10.
She has no sense of direction.
Well, and everybody forgets about her. At least 3 times in this 10 episode set, she's in danger and everybody has forgotten she exists. There's an episode where Kiyo's literally in the hospital and her entire thing is just I'm constantly getting lost. 3 times she has to walk up to the nurse's desk and they're constantly counting how many times have you been lost and we pointed you the way, to the point where it's do you just want me to bring you there?
And I think at the end it's this is the 50th time.
Yep. It's very high up there. It's probably close to that amount. I don't think it was 50 on the dot, but it was in the 50s.
I remember, and I didn't get too far in the manga, maybe volume 9, maybe 10, but Ranma, there is a character whose running joke is he has no sense of direction. I forget who it is, but
I never stuck with it, so I couldn't say.
Yeah, it just triggered a little memory there. I'm like, hey, it's kind of like that one character.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah, I think it's a good series. I personally would say read the manga because after the series got cut on Toonami, I remember going in and reading it and trying to figure out what happens at the end. Shit goes down. Let's put it that way. Also, I'm pretty sure. So there's also a point when remember when the dog is there and he's launching like those rocks at Zatch and Kyo blocks them with his body.
Yes.
Pretty sure those are meant to be impaled in his body.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, and the anime's like, we can't show that. So we have to show the scene of it bouncing off to the side and he just has like these big bruises.
Also stuff they can't show. A nurse basically borderline like groping
Assaults?
Kyo.
Assaults Kyo?
Yeah, like sexually assaults him.
She's literally there, like, talking to him, being like, we need your help for this kid, you know, he needs to be encouraged, and her ass is shaking in the air, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
This isn't from Toonami.
I'm like, what? Like, do we need this? Really? This seems completely unnecessary.
Like, I just wonder, like, throughout the 150 episodes, like, how much was cut from Toonami because it was too sexual?
It's probably too much. I will say this, Brandon, just because you're probably curious about this. There is a tsundere demon.
I am, like, rubbing my forehead that you would bring it up. Because honestly, I'm like, yeah, I remember watching this. Maybe in my spare time I will finish this eventually. But now that you say there's a tsundere, why did you bring it up?
I don't think you'd like her or anything. She's kind of a bitch. But yeah, I brought it up just because I know that the obsession is there in you.
Yeah, and she's probably like a 7-year-old girl who's tsundere and is like, no.
She's tsundere for Zatch, though.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
And it's not Tio.
It is not Tio.
Huh, so Zatch gets another girlfriend, kind of, sort of.
Well, I mean, Kyo has at least 2, if not 3 of those.
Tio's book owner, Susie, kind of, and Sherry eventually?
Not Sherry, I want to say Kalulu's book owner.
Oh, so she shows up.
I want to say it's her.
Okay,
but for sure the first 2.
Oh.
But there might have been one other one that I'm not remembering exactly.
Huh. So yeah. Within the next year, I may finish that.
Like I said, you'll be faster just reading it, and it's probably just better in general to read it. I will say this: I did not know that his name was Gash in Japanese, because whatever translation I was reading of the manga went with the English names.
Golden Gash, or the Gold Gash.
I will say this, Brandon. You might find this interesting. By the end of the series, Zatch's book goes Super Saiyan.
Oh, so it
grows
turns permanently gold.
It turns permanently gold.
Or it doesn't turn into a giant ape.
No, unfortunately. I will also say what was it? I was going to mention something else. Fuck, I forgot about it. I don't remember what it was now. It's gone.
And I'm just wondering one thing. If there's 100 Momotos, and we probably won't see like 25, 30 of them due to the fact that they've been like battled off screen by other Momotos, whatnot, do each Momoto have a unique book color?
See, I was thinking about that when we were when I was like rewatching these 10, and I'm just like, I think there were 2 pink books in here. One was more of a deep pink, and then one was more of like a really pale pink. I feel like it gets a lot of them get really close.
So it's
to
like,
the point that it could be hard to tell them apart.
It's like red. and crimson and
Yep.
dark red.
Yep, it'd be something like that.
Okay. So, Ryan, would you have any interest in watching this series again? Maybe reading the manga?
For a nostalgic reason, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably watch at least like the first 10 episodes to see how I feel.
Yeah.
I do go back and sometimes watch certain animes that I enjoy, like every couple years. I'll try to rewatch it all.
You started on Taxi yet?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. I
Actually,
highly recommend it.
I should make a list like all my background here of shows to watch of the
Yeah.
animes. I have a thing of movies and stuff, but make just a little text document.
That would always be good.
I should have done that a long time ago.
Oh, this one sounds cool. What was it again?
Yeah. I
guess that wraps up this edition of Brandon's Discuss Anime.
Yeah.
I guess next time we're going to follow the White Rabbit into horror.
Ooh, okay.
October's coming up.
Spooky.
So until then, we'll catch everybody next time.
Later.